Hi dancers. So if you join me on Salty Sundays and if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know everything that I'm going to say. This video is for the people that really just watch my tutorials on YouTube and maybe don't follow me on Instagram and maybe don't join the live chats and they're wondering like, what's going on? Where are the tutorials? What is this girl doing? Where is she? Is she dead? So this video is to kind of give you an update and an explanation of all the things that are going on and why it's been really difficult for me to make tutorials. So first and foremost, I want to address the most obvious thing is this face rash that I've had for 2 years on and off. In some older videos you'll see that my face is very red. In some videos you'll see that my skin looks pretty normal. This has been happening on and off for 2 years and I can't get a diagnosis. So number one, that makes me very self-conscious. I don't like to make videos. I don't like to see my face in videos. Obviously when you're dancing and exerting yourself, your face gets even more red. Even just, sitting down and talking videos, I'll look at my face and I'll be like, no, my skin looks so bad, it looks so red, I can't do this, I can't be in front of a camera. It's like I don't want to be seen until this heals. I mean, that's not the only reason why I'm not making tutorials, but that is like a contributing factor. I'll try to make a video and then I'll just see my face on the screen and then I just go, nope. It's also painful. Like, I can't smile or take big bites of food without my skin cracking and bleeding. So I'm not in a good mood. It burns a lot of the time. I'm also trying to get a diagnosis. I'm trying to figure out what this is, why I keep getting it. And I do have some interesting results for those of you that are interested. I got my hair analyzed, where you pluck some hairs out of your head and they analyze your hairs to see if you have any intolerances to anything. I thought maybe this was an allergy or an intolerance to something I've been eating and giving me a rash. And then they can also test for heavy metal toxicity. And aside from some very surprising results, like I'm intolerant to a lot of foods that I would not have expected I'm intolerant to, my heavy metal toxicity results were alarming. I have like super high, dangerously high levels of heavy metal toxicity of tungsten, platinum, and molybdenum. I don't know where that's coming from. Those metals are not in my piercing jewelry, but I took out all my jewelry that was more than a year old anyway, just to be safe. So now I have naked ears, and I took out some dermal implants that I had in my lower back. They just look like little sequins stuck to my back. They're dermal implants, so part of it stays under the skin and it doesn't come out unless you have it removed completely. It's not like you can change the jewelry. And the piercer that removed it said that there was like pitting in the metal. There were like little holes, so possibly exposing me to the core of the metal. So the core of some jewelry can be different than what it's plated with. So it's possible that the plating wore down and then whatever metals are on the inside were leaching into my bloodstream and, poisoning me for who knows how long. I don't know if that's the cause of my rash, but I do have a lot of symptoms of heavy metal toxicity, such as fatigue and muscle weakness and confusion and like muscle twitches, like my eyelid has been twitching for 6 months nonstop. Confusion and hearing problems, like people will just talk to me in plain English at a perfectly normal volume and I'm still like, wait, what? Heaviness and even possible organ failure. So it's like, who knows how long this has been going on and how much damage it's been doing on the inside, but trying to be superhuman athlete ballet dancer with possibly internal damage. Probably not the easiest or smartest thing to be doing. And even depression is like a side effect of metal toxicity. So who knows? I took out all jewelry that was more than a year old in case it was old and breaking down in my body. I've said it before and I'll say it again. My rash was happening before I ever got these. This rash was happening for 2 years. These I just got in May of this year. And the jewelry is new. I changed the jewelry in like September of this year. So I don't think I have to worry about these breaking down in my body and making me sick. But I took out everything else. All my ear holes pretty much closed up already. So I couldn't replace them with a non-metal alternative even if I wanted to. I mean, if I really wanted to, I'm sure I could shove something through and open the holes back up again. But too much work. And I guess the final thing is just time. I can't make the time to make a tutorial, and I don't even know where to start. I'm only taking 1 ballet class a week, and when I do go to that ballet class, it's a 2-hour round-trip commute, and then I don't even get to stay for the full class. I have to leave early and miss jumps so I can go to work. I'm always working, and it's probably going to be this way until after New Year's, because fall and winter is when all the holidays are, and for those who don't know, I work part-time in this big wine and liquor warehouse, so around the holidays is when everybody's drinking, and I have to be there, and one of my coworkers is pregnant, and she's not going to be able to put in as many hours, and she's not going to be able to do as much heavy lifting, so it's like I have to be there more. It's like the only place I can take a ballet class is an hour away, and I can't even use the studio after class to film a tutorial. And there is that other studio that I've used from time to time, but I'm not thrilled with the teachers or the classes, and to me it's not worth it to drive 40 minutes for a class I'm not going to enjoy and then have to pay extra to rent the studio. I can't be spending money. I'm trying to save up for a wedding right now. So if there's any good news in this video, it's that everything is going really well with me and Steve. We're happily engaged and we're starting to, take our first steps in wedding planning. We've had some meetings with the event planners at the venue we were looking at. We're looking into the cake and the catering, and we've narrowed down our guest list. So there is good news in this video. But if I'm going to be perfectly clear, tutorials, like ballet, studio ballet class, ballet technique tutorials, probably won't happen again until after New Year's. And I think also after New Year's I'm going to actually move in with Steve. It would be nice to live with my fiance, and I'll actually be a little closer to my ballet studios. I'll be 20 to 30 minutes away instead of 40 to 60 minutes away. So if I want to take a ballet class, it's not going to take up a chunk of my day. And maybe I'll have some more time to film a tutorial and edit a tutorial. And then I'll have Steve, and he's a cinematographer, so even Steve could help me if he's there with me all the time. But right now, for me, it's just work, 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 like Rihanna. One day that I get to take a ballet class, not even the whole ballet class, leave early and rush home and go to work. And if I have a day off, if I have a free day, it's not a free day. I'm going to a doctor, or I'm going upstate to the venue that Steve and I want to get married, or we have a day sitting down doing wedding planning and research and stuff. I don't have days off. I don't get to dance freely anymore. I feel like everything in my life is pulling me away from ballet class. So, I don't know. Even come January is still going to be a difficult transition, because I would have to quit my liquor warehouse job here and then get a new job closer to Steve, a job that pays more than minimum wage, especially if we want to have this wedding. So things are just not looking good in regards to ballet class and ballet studio time and ballet tutorials. It's just not going to happen for I don't know how long. And again, that is one of the reasons I do Salty Sundays, the second and fourth Sunday of every month, where I do a live chat so that if you want to ask me some questions that I can't make a video for, I can try to answer verbally. That's really all I can do in the meantime is, chat with you a little bit after I get home from work on Sundays. Yes, I work weekends. And just, try to stay engaged even though it's kind of pointless. I don't even want to do Salty Sundays anymore. They just depress me. Every time I think about ballet now, I get depressed because I can't do it. I can't get in a studio. I can't, I'm so out of shape right now, and I haven't danced in pointe in months. I don't even have pointe shoes now. If I want to be in pointe shoes again, I have to get a new pair of pointe shoes. And I keep saying how I don't want to go back to Grishko because they don't fit me right and they make my feet look bad. And I was hoping to get a fitting for Gaynor Minden's or get properly fitted for some other brand of pointe shoes, but that means traveling to the city to get fitted, and who has time and money to go do that? Not me. So that's it. That's my depressing update. I'll see you when I see you.